IMHO Talk Show. IMHO Talk Show. Sir Charles.
What's next? Look, ready to talk. What we going to talk about?
Why you come in like that, though?
Lord, that's my radio voice.
I got you. You came in too fast.
I've been thinking about that because I be out in public and people be like, "Oh, you, Sir Charles? I know that voice."
Yeah, I do it all the time.
So now I think I need a radio voice.
Yeah,
so what do you think? I'm gonna talk like a radio.
You gotta drop it down.
WVAI 101 Jam. Charlottesville.
Somebody come get both
there
of them.
There you go. It'll get you some free stuff.
Yeah. Hey, y'all like my shirt? Nino, why you cut away from my camera, Nino? My shirt. I'm talking about my shirt. There we go.
Yeah. What you got on there?
There we go.
You got Obama?
I got Obama. Yeah, we on the radio anyway. I'm not going to people see my shirt. Some people on the stream.
Some people online.
On the stream, y'all can see my Obama the president. At the bottom, it says 44. 44th, he looking very, very like gentleman, very elegant.
No monkeys.
Yeah, very stewardly. No depiction of monkeys on this one. And let me preface this by saying I am not naive. Anybody that has listened to the sound of my voice for any length of time, you would know that I know that the system inherently is corrupt. I wanted to tell you grassroots movements have legitimacy. I believe that you get to a certain threshold in politics where politics is just that. Right? Many blood-sucking creatures. Politics.
Corrupt.
And so at the same time, I still believe that we have duties as citizens to vote and vote responsibly. And that being said, I believe the presidential office should hold a certain level of respect and honor. I don't think Obama was perfect.
Who gets to define that respect and honor?
I mean, I think that the definition of
good point
of the presidency and even though we know it has fallacies, even though we know that it's smoke and mirrors most of the time, Max, I believe that we know what the laws and the checks thereof, the Constitution, right, the Bill of Rights, like we all know what they're supposed to represent in its fullness. Problem is, just like with religion, people will use those things to control others, but it doesn't make the thing itself bad.
I think the thing is bad. Like my pushback to that is, for me, the thing is bad for me because when it was written, it wasn't written with me in mind. So I'm trying to play a game that was never designed for me to be in, right? So if I have to... I don't think people, my light-skinned brothers, so to speak, have to conform to become the president. I think they're allowed to be who they are as people, how they were grown up to be president. I think that when anybody in a political position aspires to raise their value in those political positions, that they have to try to emulate what was in the position when it was made. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that, I'm gonna be honest with you, because and this even goes for the people that of color that are in political positions that are friends of mine. I can not respect the position and respect the people in the position, because I believe the position is always looking to take advantage of people that look like me. It's just a matter of how they decide to do it, be it and I worked, up on Capitol Hill as a union electrician. Some of the meetings that were had was 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watched it. I was in the judges' chambers doing work when they were having secret meetings. And 2 weeks later, when they're talking about what they're about to do, it was already voted on.
But Razor, you just described something that's just a way of life for many of us. When you talk about having to, I'm going to say conform, but I use that word very, very loosely, for lots of positions that we all desire to be in.
True.
But, the how do I say this? We ought to have enough wherewithal, though, to be able to step in those situations authentically. I think there's still power in that. And there's a percentage of us who can still get into those positions, but still be true to themselves along the way. It doesn't make it bad if you do find yourself having to conform to a certain degree in order to get in that position. But because it's just the way of the world, right? But it's
almost code switching. Almost.
Yeah, it is what it is, and just because the game wasn't written for us, like Monopoly, you're given the rules. And then you figure out how to play it.
Play the game until you can change the game.
Yeah, but you can't. I'm just saying my own personal opinion. Like, I'm not saying that my personal opinion is correct.
Right.
I'm just saying I've never seen a good dictator. I've never seen a good drug lord. I've never seen. I don't care how many turkeys is given out during Christmas and Thanksgiving time. Like, the position carries what it carries. Now, because of the English language and what we're told is good and what's bad, because this is called presidency, this is called politics, and they can't capitalize on the drugs and the illegal illicit things. They are the same positions. It's no different to a person like me.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So I look at them all the same.
Yeah. So ultimately, I think the point, like that Max wanted to make with it, is that end of the day, the Obamas are upstanding people. They are,
I agree with
very,
that.
very qualified people. They are like highly esteemed, and they're not monkeys and apes, as what has been depicted on some like white supremacists, racists.
I just like the word people and all of that.
Yeah, right. like web, websites and threads. Even from the president, and this brings us home, right? The president's Twitter account. Shared the depiction, and our friend who's been on here before, Ibram Kendi, said it best. He said, "It's no justification, it's no way funny, because anybody who knows how American racism has worked, they all know that it's rooted in associating Black people with being less than human and being more closer to primates than being qualified human beings." And so there's no way around trying to dress it up, but like, oh, it was a joke, or we gonna take it down now, because there's too many of this, like making excuses.
I wasn't the original maker of the, I think is what he said. I didn't originally make it. So I don't see the problem.
But you're the president and you share it. So like, so the thing is, should our president be joking in that way? Should our president be making fun of disabled people as he's done? Should our president, be doing like we talked about morale before, right? Yes, they all have unjustly, like participated in wars. They all give money to people who don't deserve it. They cover up. We get all that. But when it comes to that morale we were talking about last week, like, where shouldn't the presidency still have some of that? Like, should our president be sharing racist depictions of the only Black family who's ever inhabited the Oval Office?
I say his presidency, yes, because he is a president of his people.
But is that okay? Is what I'm saying.
No, like, it's never.
Is that what a president should do?
It's never been okay. It's I'm a person. Let's deal with the reality of what the situation is, and then we'll figure out how to navigate from it. The people who put him in power that defend him are racist bigots. Okay. Now that I understand that, how do I navigate myself, my family, my friends, my initiatives in this? Right? It's like, okay, I'm not one of the people that's going to stand on the porch and just cry. I'm going to figure out how we write the green book so we can navigate across the United States and find safe haven for our people. That's me. Now, I do have a problem when people that look like me try to tell me how I need to stand and what I need to do. And that's what comes to the division, because you're scared and Kool-Aid pumped through your veins don't mean that I got to do it your way. Stop trying to control me. And worse yet, you got people that they know they can't control me. So they reach out to people that's close to you and tell them what they don't like about you so that person say something to you. That happens when you start reading books about things that, like, people of power, Black men of power, that's how the enemy operates. Somebody got in their head, told this person. It's never direct. That's the cowardice of white supremacy that acts in the Black community. It ain't always the white person doing something to us. It's like Willie Lynch. He taught them how to do it. They acted out. They carried it on the plantations, and then they let us administer the plan. It still happens to this day.
Absolutely. And as I've asked before, so then how many times are we going to fall for the okie doke? Because now we're in like a new age okie doke, which is you got burner accounts online that will post like fake posts just to stir people up, because people are so ignorant nowadays.
And AI. To make it look halfway
so
real.
People are so, and I want Nino to say something about that. Like we have generation right now to where it's like social media is gospel, and not even realizing that there's like fake accounts that post things just to stir and rile people up and to take their eye off of what's important.
Yeah, I don't think that this is a situation where it could necessarily, that video can be attributed to AI or, some bad actor out here posting things on the president's behalf. Like, the president is no dummy. Those in his administration are no dummy, and they have been successful with what they intended to do by sharing that video. They got everybody talking about it, and our president is of the mindset that all publicity is good publicity.
And I didn't forget the Epstein files, by the way.
Well, it's one of those things where the video is very timely. Intention was to make you forget about a lot of things that he's currently involved in or making decisions on, a lot of negative things. I just want, and I also say that nothing that he really does surprises me and should take any of us by surprise at this point. I think what I do want to point out, though, is that do you understand how long ago was it that the Obama presidency ended? When did his term end?
That was 2016. He did 8 years, 08 to 16. Yeah.
Like, do you know how insecure and envious you have to be to still be bothered to your core, because it's apparent, it's to his core, with someone who hasn't occupied the Oval Office in several years, whose decisions you've reversed, they're long gone to some degree, who ain't around, who ain't someone you regularly, get to deal with or encounter or be in conversation. Like, do you know how deeply envious you have to be and insecure of a person you have to be in order to continue to keep this family and this man's name in your mouth? Like,
but it's not him.
I think it's
the group.
It is very much so him and his group. It is very much so him and his group.
That's what his presidency was predicated on. Don't forget that.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying
that Obama represents greatness, right? Yeah. It's like we aren't supposed to climb to that level. So Obama's presidency represents the white supremacy, a slap in the face of saying these people are now the most educated. People stop believing that they're men, like only, make up the majority of incarcerated individuals. Like all the scales were coming off the eyes, all the wool was coming off of the sheep. I mean, the wolf, right? And so Trump is and his followers, everybody who believes in his white supremacy of like white man does no wrong, he can get away with anything, and y'all got to just put up with it. That right there is backlash to what the Obamas represented.
If you look at it from the natural standpoint, a tiger or a lion is always its most vicious when it's at the end of its reign. So the world is changing. You know what I'm saying? The world is very much changing. Yeah. So now we have to do something. We have to try to cause civil unrest. We have to call martial law. We have to do all these things, right, to cause an uprising. Because honestly, the only thing that keeps it in power is if a internal war does happen. But if you can maintain your peace, if you can keep the course, even amidst these storms, and not let these small, minute things that we won't even talk about in the next 6 months affect you, it will run its course.
Yeah, this is so much of an attempt at a distraction. So much. I mean, the Obamas very clearly live in this man's head rent free. And at the end of the day, like that's the definition, right, of real power and real authority.
Amen.
So why do we shouldn't invest so much energy into, learning about what he's done and how we should respond to it, or, having to put so much energy into talking about it because, you have to understand when you have the upper hand and we very much so have it. And it's clear in the situation.
Stimulus package is coming next.
My humble opinion.
He's going to give $200.
He keeps saying we're getting money. I ain't seen that.
It's not time. It's not time. Let me dangle this carrot and keep you focused on this right here. And then when I don't have no other card to play, I'm gonna send a little money. Now the thing is going to be, People, listen to me. If you can take that stimulus money, collectively build something together,
unification,
then what was meant for evil will be turned to good, and it will also help unhinge what's going on. If you run around and you have parties and you go try to re-up something and you do all this negative stuff with the money that you're going to get, you will be in the same position. Your grandkids will be in the same position talking about how we need change.
Let him cook.
That just raises take on that thing.
Raises take.
Yeah.
You good, Miss Max?
Don't be a fool. That's all I got to say.
That's right.
Don't be a fool. Yeah. I got nothing left. What's the name? Okay. All right. Let's go to break.
We break. Come back with an Ask Max, and we can talk more headlines later. How about
Don't leave us. We'll be right back.
I Am Nature Talk Show.